Hello. We've been for a long walk and we're very hot and thirsty. And this water's lovely and cool for my poor old feet. It's so warm, lots of birds are coming to the water to swim and cool down. I've got a story about a very hot place. It's a country a long, long way away called Australia. It's so hot in Australia that wherever there's any water, you'd always find lots of animals, all come for a drink. But when a gigantic frog called Tiddalik decided he was thirsty, there was terrible trouble. The story's called What Made Tiddalik Laugh? In the dream time, there lived a giant frog called Tiddalik. One morning, when he awoke, he said to himself,
I am so thirsty, I could drink a lake.
And that is what he did. Then he drank a river. And then a billabong. That's a pond. And then a stream. But Tiddalik was still thirsty. All day long, he searched for water. All day long, he drank.
Slurp, gurgle, slurp.
At last, Tiddalik rested. He had to, for his whole body was swollen with water.
That's better,
he said to himself, and fell fast asleep. When the sun rose the next morning, there was not a drop of water to be seen. The rivers were dry. The lakes were dry. The streams were dry.
What are we going to do?
Asked the birds and the animals.
Tiddalik has drunk all the water in the world.
There is only one thing we can do,
Said the wise old wombat.
we must make Tiddalik laugh.
The animals were puzzled.
What does he mean?
They asked.
When Tiddalik laughs,
The wombat explained.
he will open his mouth and all the water he has drunk will come spilling out.
So the animals decided to hold a playabout. They all gathered round Tiddalik.
Let the playabout begin.
Said the wombat. Some animals told jokes.
When is water like a kangaroo? When it makes a spring.
Why do bees hum? Because they don't know the words.
What did the mouse say when he broke his tooth? Hard cheese.
But Tiddalik did not laugh. And some pulled faces. But Tiddalik did not laugh. And some did funny dances. But Tiddalik did not laugh. But still, Tiddalik did not laugh. Deep down in a burrow under the earth, Platypus awoke with a start.
What is that noise?
Platypus had not joined in the play about, for she belonged to no animal tribe and kept herself to herself. She had feet and beak like a duck. She swam underwater like a fish and laid eggs like a snake. So she lived alone and rarely saw another creature. But now Platypus was cross. She marched up the tunnel and into the daylight.
Excuse me,
Platypus grumbled.
but I was trying to get some sleep.
Tiddalick's eyes popped out of his head. He'd never seen such a strange animal in all his life. He began to smile. A few drops of water fell from his mouth. And then Tiddalick laughed. How he laughed! And from his mouth, all the rivers and lakes and streams came swooshing out. Well done, Platypus, said the wombat.
Thank you for making Tiddalick laugh,
said all the animals. Everyone drank their fill as the waters returned to the earth. After Tiddalick, there were no more giant frogs in Australia, only small ones. But like him, they can fill themselves up with water and save it for a dry day.
Look!
A little green frog. A little green frog lived under a log near a pond by the fence in the garden. He croaked in the dark and he croaked in the light. That little green frog who lived under a log near a pond by the fence in the garden. He croaked all the day and he croaked all the night. He croaked in the dark and he croaked in the light. That little green frog who lived under a log near a pond by the fence in the garden. When he swam, he went splash. When he dived, he went splosh. He croaked all the day and he croaked all the night. He croaked in the dark and he croaked in the light. That little green frog who lived under a log near a pond by the fence in the garden. Here's another little green frog. Look at the first two letters of frog. This is how you write them. Frog. A frog in a frame. The word starts with the same two letters. Frame. What's this? Some fruit. Watch how you write the first two letters. The first two letters of fruit. Not just one, but two. Frogs. Friends. Let's write the first two letters once again. Friends. Lots of animals come to this pond to drink and feed and swim. Like these geese. I've got a book about a pond. The person who wrote the book made all the pictures too. Aren't they bright and colourful? Something's given this boy a shock. A little green frog. The book's called In the Small, Small Pond. In the small, small pond. Wiggle, jiggle, tadpoles wriggle. Waddle, wade, geese parade. In the small, small pond. Hover, shiver, wings quiver. Drowse, doze, eyes close. In this small, small pond. Lash, lunge, herons plunge. Splitter, splatter, minnows scatter. In the small, small pond. Circle, swirl, whirligigs twirl. Sweep, swoop, swallows scoop. In the small, small pond. Click, clack, claws crack. Double dip, tails flip. In the small, small pond. Chill breeze, winter freeze. Cold night, sleep tight, small, small pond. That little frog looks snug down at the bottom of the pond. Shall we let this one hop back to where he belongs?
Go on, jump.
When he swam, he went splash. When he dived, he went splash. He croaked all the day and he croaked all the night. He croaked in the dark and he croaked in the light. That little green frog who lived under a log near a pond by the fence in the garden.